What a guan, everybody. What a guan. It's your boy, Mills RX here. Just wanted to talk about, or give my thoughts about our match against Bermuda, and I could not be happier. One of my biggest predictions, or one of the things that I really needed to see from them reggae boys in this window, I just wanted to see us play complete footy. I mean, I needed to see a full 90 minutes plus stoppage time of us like putting our foot on the ball, controlling the midfield, because that was our biggest problem, the midfield. And I wanted it to be defensively sound. Looking at the roster that Steve McLaren had put out, I'm saying, okay, we're going to be very defensively solid up the middle, and probably attack out wide, which is like what we did pretty much. But I was pleasantly surprised because the 6th minute we got a goal from Damian Lowe. I was like, wow, we got we're getting goals from our center back, which is always a good thing. He got good to see that he was in form, because I was like really a lot of people was concerned about him, but like according to my sources, that he was fit and he was in form even though he didn't have a club. So that was good to see that he is out there defending, being a lockdown defender as he usually is. I'm telling you, Ronaldo Cephas is one of our best wingers, if not our best winger at this point, and that would probably include Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray also did a great job, creating chances and stuff like that. But Cephas's pace is just one of the biggest weapons we have. He was stretching that back line each and every time. He was goal dangerous every time. Didn't even popped one in the 26th minute, which is our second goal, which was really good. So just what a weapon he is. Casey Palmer, he is like, in the middle of the park. Good to have him in the middle of the park, because we're running that 4-1. Well, we're running that 4-1-1-4. What's that? 4-1-4-1 formation. It's good to have two central mids like him and John Russell, things of that nature. And then also putting, like I said, Cephas and Gray out wide to give us a width and wide playmakers. And good to have him in the middle, because we had Isaiah Hayden as the single pivot behind those two. So that midfield triangle is good. So we have two box to box, or two eights or central mids playing there, and then we have Hayden, giving them defensive support in front of that, and of course, like him providing some coverage for the two center backs, Lowe and King, which was who started in central defense. So it was very good to see like Palmer. Then he popped one, he scored, and he gives us scoring as well in the 58th minute, which was good. And then of course, Shamar Nicholson coming off the bench and just like closing it in the 90th minute. I loved it, because even though we only had 46% of the possession, and like Bermuda had, they had more, so they had more of the possession at 52%. Sorry, 54%. Let me check right here. Yeah, 54% of the possession was with Bermuda, because they had the majority of the ball, but we didn't need it that much. We still outshot them by 10. They had 8 shots, we had 18. We had 4 more shots on target. We had 7, they had 3. So I was pleasantly surprised. We controlled the tempo of the midfield even without the ball, and we had more corners than them. We had 5 corners, they had 2. So yeah, I really loved how we controlled it. We were goal dangerous. We completely confounded their back line. They could do nothing, and we also kept a clean sheet, which was most important to me, because it showed that we were defensively solid, just the way Steve McLaren wanted. He looked pleased, and now we've got to handle business. That's a good 3 points. We're at the top of the group, like I wanted us to be, and we need to stay there with solid another great performance like we had today. But we're going to have a little bit stiffer competition with the Soca Warriors coming into town, and our biggest rival. I always want to beat Trinidad and Tobago, especially at the office. We need to pack out Independence Stadium, and we need to show them that we are the class of Group B, because we are. Obviously, we have the most talent, and there's no reason why we shouldn't come out of this thing with at least 6 points, and possibly 8 goals scored. So yeah, great win from the Reggae Boys. I'm pleased. Let's just keep the momentum going and get into the 2026 World Cup.